Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Disco Elysium. I can't remember what episode this is. It's been like 2 or 3 days since I last played, and I really need to jump on. I've been actually organizing my game shelf behind me, so if I switch over to the camera, you can see it's a lot more full. I'm trying to get all the games on there in a way that makes a little bit more sense. Still have some more arranging to do, but for now, it's good enough. It took me a couple of hours to get it just to that level. So, what did we do last time in Disco Elysium? I believe I just talked to more people. I searched the car of the person who supposedly smuggled the drugs. I learned that there was like 3 agitators, so to speak, that came in to try to break down the strike. And one of those men is actually the person who was lynched because he was supposedly sexually assaulting a woman. So yeah, I think that's about where I left off. And then I talked to the little girl's mother in the bookstore, and I hated her guts. Plaisance, I think, was her name. So yeah, might not do a long episode today because it's already kind of late. Brother came over this morning. We played some Switch 2. But I figure I will go talk to the one guy on the bridge or whatever to make my way inside of the like where the strikers are, if that makes sense. So let me turn on caps lock here so I can run. And it's what, 4:41 p.m. on the first day. I'm not sure how long the days are on this game, so I don't know exactly when I'm gonna get to the next day. Yeah, I can't remember what this guy's name was up here. Measurehead, that was his name.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees. So I can say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbor, or we don't have time to get into this now. So I'm going to say, what do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Let's see, wait, Al Ghul, smell your breath, Kim, is it really so bad? You're right, I'm an alcoholic, now I need to enter the harbor. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul, I just drink a little on the weekends, or enough I need you to open the door to the harbor. I'm gonna say, you're right, I'm an alcoholic, now I need to enter the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Okay, so that fat racist over there, point to the racist lawman, you're just him after pumping some iron. I'm the police and I need you to comply now, take a step closer, or the race stuff is unimportant here, I just need you to help me do my job, please. I don't want to sit there and, like, get my shit kicked in by this guy, so I'll say the race stuff is unimportant here, I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Okay, so come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back. Push him out of the way. Hell no. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor. This is going nowhere. I don't want to just sit there and, like, agree with all the fucking race baiting shit, but I don't want to fight him either, you know. So, let's say, come on, I need you to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the armor.
I really don't know what else I have to do. Like, this was the next thing I was going to get to, so I don't really know what I would do if I'm not, you know, going into this place. So I could try to push him out of the way, or I can say, you're right about all this. No, I just need you to let me go into the harbor. You know what? I'm going to say this is going nowhere and leave. I'm going to look around and see if there's anything else I can do first. Because, yeah, I definitely don't want to get in a fight with that guy. I have basically zero fighting skills, so that would not be a good idea.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
All of this stuff is already has already been done. Let me look at my notebook real quick. So, let's see. Find out who is in the Union box. Gart has told you some unruly Union men gather in the mess hall of the Willing and Rags. They're not here today, but most likely will show up. Keep an eye out for them. So that won't happen today. That's the thing with the police precincts. See, Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Willing and Rags balcony after 2200, so 10 o'clock p.m. When you're calling it a day. Replace the lost ball. I have not found that yet, or one that I could use as a replacement. Inspect the victim's body. I think I've already done most of that I can do for now. Let's see, pay for damages. I don't think I have enough money to pay for the damages. Track down the badge. Maybe I could look around and see if I can find my badge somewhere. Let's see, who made the call reporting the crime? Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Explore the Willing secret passages, and then track down your gun. See, someone must know something about your lost firearm. Maybe a district authority like someone high up in the Union, or someone local who saw you with it before you passed out. The Willing's absent bartender. You could also ask the local pawn shop. I don't think I've been inside of the Willing and Rags in a bit. Actually, what's in here? Is this the pawn shop, maybe? Yeah, I haven't talked to this person yet. Let's look around first. So a melancholy pop song plays on the piano. Yellow roses, dozens of them, tulips too.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Excuse me, I have the tear bag? Tar bag? I don't know. But no tar, tear. Can I still use the machines? I have no idea what that is. Tar, tear?
A
I don't
small
know.
cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, so this is
Their
a...
logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
So this is a pharmacy?
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Let's see, what do those products do? Who is Saint Baptiste? Do you have any ammonia? And then I can buy some stuff. So I'm going to say, what do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little more specific?
No. Sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
I do have to say, whoever's doing this voice acting is very convincing for making it sound natural. This does not sound like traditional video game voice acting.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Okay, so who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Okay, do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
She waves her hand in the air absent-mindedly. I don't think we're going to get anything here.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Okay, so I could buy a raincoat or I could try to steal a raincoat. What's that? Point to the raincoat. Yeah.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
She taps on the glass counter. The raincoats patiently await
Her
purchase.
attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
I don't need a raincoat for now. I don't think.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Okay, so I am in heaven. I need it all so bad. Say nothing, just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. Or no, right now. Okay, so this is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her hat.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Ooh, okay. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Okay. Please tell me more about these products.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
What is pale?
You know.
She shrugs, uninterested in explaining it further. Okay, what will consuming this stuff do to my body?
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
She stares at you, unsure.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Ah.
Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
I'm not going to get anything right now. That was a nice little diversion, I guess. Yeah, I still need to find some other places I can go for now. So I do not feel like fighting that one guy if I can help it. Wait, what's over here? Oh, that's the two people that I talked to earlier. Oh wait, I didn't see that it was a down staircase here. Okay, so what is this place? Roy's Pawn Shop, fast cash for faster times. Yeah, I need to ask about my gun. Let's see, some kind of machine, an antique cash register. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says, Day. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. I'm assuming that's what's making that, like, weird thing on the wall. See, mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Okay, let your gaze run over the street light. Is that a street light? Where did you get this? How much for the street light? There's nothing else you need to know about the light. Say, is this a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Okay, where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Let your gaze run over the street light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Okay, there's nothing else you need to know about the light. I have a feeling I'm gonna find some of my stuff in here or something.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Okay, so inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Okay, point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago.
Okay, inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing Patank.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Okay, inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Okay, so it's meant to give people hope even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital, asked my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. I wish it was more nuanced as it stands. I cannot comment. I think I'll say that.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Okay, let's try to dig up a truly cool figurine in a box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded,
Damn it.
chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Okay, step away from the table.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Okay, stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Okay, what I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Okay, shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Okay, that's all. Now let's talk to him.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? I'll say that. Have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Okay, so nod, quite the collection indeed. Look around, typical vacuous consumerist objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your finger to your lips, more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. I'll say quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. Let's see, there's something I'd like to sell. You might be able to aid our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops? I'll say you might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Oh, sorry I'm yawning so much. It's kind of late and I'm pretty tired. Okay, so actually that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay, so by the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
I pawned? Did I really pawn my gun for some alcohol? Oh my god, this guy. Yeah, let me heal one of my morale. Oh, what is this?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Let's see. I'm seriously running out of shit to give. Let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. Fuck you. I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it. I'm done. No one likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you.
He
Fuck
watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cult gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Mac Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Okay, so yeah, I need to load my autosave. So apparently you can lose if you run out of sanity. Good to know, good to know. Wow. So maybe I need to like use this and then talk to him about that, because apparently I sold my gun to, or I pawned off my gun, I'm assuming for alcohol, and then someone came in and bought it. So yeah, I was not expecting to get a game over right there.
It's not often that I... What can I do?
His courtesy is not instant.
Oh, no.
Who are your customers?
All kinds. As you can see, I have a wide selection. It keeps me
Okay,
entertained.
I'm back to where I was, basically. So I'm going to ask the same question. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Okay, so wait, I sold you my gun? Was the buyer a policeman too? At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Wait, I sold you my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Now I'm afraid about my mental health. Do I want to go ahead and use my last charge? Oh, man. I'm just going to ask it. Okay, I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Okay, so Wade, how much did I sell the gun for? Happens to the best of us, I guess. I really should have killed myself. Maybe I still will one of these days. God damn, that's brutal. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further or say nothing. How much did I sell the gun for?
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Okay, so, I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about this any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Okay, was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Apparently, yeah.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
There is only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante. Wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia? I'm sorry I sold my gun. I think I'll say, well... Okay, I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Okay, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Whew, that was something. Okay, so, I don't think I'm going to be able to get more out of that. So, I have other business to take care of now.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are capo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Let's see, a cool cop, some kind of weapon cop, sorry cop. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Sorry cop?
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, so, Okay, but what are the other capo types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
You know, I'm actually not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Okay, so, what kind of capo type do I want to be? Okay. No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
I want to be the cool capo type. Oh, this game is something else. I still can't believe I got a game over. That was crazy. I have never talked to this guy. What is this right here?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
I'm going to talk to the guy first before I pull the lever.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Okay, do you know what caused this wreckage? Point at the smashed billboard in the canal.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words "daredevil driver" sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami? Point at his food.
Sure thing.
Oh, nice. He cuts off a slice of salami.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Okay. So this is basically closed for now. What is this over here? Water lockout of order until Wednesday. 7:15 a.m. What? I don't know what day it is today. Sure. See if there's any other places I can go.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Now, leave for now. Wait a minute. I want to look at that right there.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Or thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious. Sure, I'll try to be more economically conscious.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
Let's browse through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave for now. I don't see a point. What is this over here? Great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell.
This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Good mail delivery box or fuck you mail delivery box? Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
What?
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Gee. Mail collection box, you should man the fuck up. Yes.
The mailbox does not know how to man up. It is an inanimate object.
Let's see if I can do another one.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig.
Yeah, okay.
Fucked by the coon.
I feel you, mail
St.
collection
G,
box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you.
Nice.
You shudder. Then you swallow. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay. What the hell? Main Hall Building A, Andro Orlando Hair SCA, Artemetep's Boxing for Young Athletes and Gym, 24-hour window, Emma's Fashion Atelier, Fabrance Taxi, Slipstream SCA, Fortress Accident SCA, Revachol Ice City, Main Hall Building, Willing and Rags, East Delta Pinball, empty card, and leave. See what the... I don't know what these will do. I'm just going to do, let's see, Main Hall Building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Try to impersonate Kuno. Fuck off, pig. I'm Kuno. I don't give a shit. Let me in. Plays on since me. Open the door. I'm trying to get in. This is the police. Please open the door. Sorry, I was just trying random doorbells. I didn't have anything important. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Let's try the second one.
You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Okay, the third one.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Fourth one.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Fifth one.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from
yeah, I'm just gonna click through these real quick until something happens.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
This is a woman's voice, crackling and fragile to the static.
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Okay, so hold on, Tricentennial Electrics. I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA. Yes, hello, can you let me inside the building, please? Lie, yes, I've come to place an order. Or, sorry, I don't actually have any business here. So I'm going to say I thought I was calling Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Okay, do we know each other? Who are you? Where are you? Yeah, it's me. Here I am again, crawling back into your life. Okay, so, do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops and you can hear her breathe heavily, her breath distorted by ancient static. That was deeply uncomfortable.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Let's see. Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do? Or, of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time. Do I want to play along? Sure. Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Oh God, please don't cry. Yeah, oh God, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Yeah, alright. Fuck! Hang up the call. Alright, it's a goodbye then. Yeah, alright, it's a goodbye then.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Keep going through them.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Interesting, interesting. I don't think there was anything up here that I didn't get to exactly. I still feel like that's a door or something. That's what it looks like.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go back up top and try to convince that one guy to move. Before I do, I'm gonna quick save.
Nobody betrayed.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit different. So I'm gonna say my body is unimportant. I'm with the police, and we need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
Or did I say that last time? I don't know.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Okay, I'm gonna smell my breath and say, Kim, is it really so bad?
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
Okay, you're right, I'm an alcoholic, now I need to enter the harbor. I don't have a problem with alcohol, I just drink a little on the weekends. Since I did the other one last time, let's do this one.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Since I just quick saved it, let's just go for it. So that fat racist over there, you're just like him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics. You dominated. You will be.
It is, babe.
There is a button right behind him. Just.
Okay, so here's where I can get physical if I wanted to. So let's. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to push him out of the way.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
That literally did nothing.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahed's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Okay, yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? You keep telling yourself that. I'm sorry, of course, I understand now deeper. Okay, yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Okay, so I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Enough of this. So I'm definitely no communist, and individualism is kind of my jam a little bit. Obviously, I do think that there needs to be some kind of sense of community, but I typically do think individualism is a good thing. What do I want to say to this guy, though? I'll say I'm no communist.
Of course you are, Levasholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I said I'm not a communist. I don't know who I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I know. I've gotten it from disco. Actually, it is true. I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. Yeah, I'll just say I'm not a communist. I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I do know.
Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
Okay, it's true. I am a rock and roll star and a rebel.
Rock and roll is moribund. Only Koikos listen to it anymore. There is no life left in it. My people abandoned it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
See, okay, I'll ask who are the Seminoles. I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Wonderful, I need to enter the harbor now on police business. Wonderful, we're done with this line of inquiry. I really don't know who the Seminoles are, so I recently experienced head trauma.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race, haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminoles strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting into the harbor.
Okay, so Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky racist. How do you know there will be a next racist? I like the previous racist better, actually. How do you know there will be a next racist?
There always is.
Race is reality.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Okay, interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
Well, I don't want to subscribe to his advanced race theory, not like completely. Maybe I can fool him into thinking I do. And then I can knock him out, but yeah, that's very low. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I don't want to save Scum.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Say, I'm a cop.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I won't fucking say anything.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Wow. Damn, I don't know what to do. Oh wait, I can talk to Kitsuragi.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hug.
Let's see, but he's the one trying to provoke me. Okay, I was trying to assert my dominance over him, but I was fighting bad, unsavory ideologies. I'm a hero. I can't promise that I might attack him again. Alright, fine, I won't do it again. I'll say he was the one trying to provoke me.
And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that?
I just want to press the damn switch, you know? Okay, I was trying to assert my dominance over him.
We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile.
I'm just trying to get through the damn gate, okay, Kitsuragi? Alright, fine, I won't do it again.
Let's think of something else.
I could level up something if I wanted to. No, that guy's gonna say the same thing. I wonder if I could try to talk to this guy again.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Huh.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Okay, so I could just outright ask if he's a mercenary hired by Wild Pines. Let's see, I need to be my champion against John Luke up there. Sure, I'll say I need him to be my champ. Well, no, because they are very trigger happy. They're wanting to kill these people, so I don't want them dead, you know. Fine, I'll ask him to be my champion up there.
No, I'm not a fighter.
Oh.
I'm a worker.
No, are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking
he breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The lieutenant says, his voice is soothing, calmly looks at
There
you.
could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time.
Yeah, okay, back off.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still...
So I wonder, since he gave me that advice, if I could try to use that to get past Measurehead.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
So it only gave me a +1. Damn. Let's go talk to a few more people and see if there's anything that I can say. Actually, since I got into a confrontation, let me try to talk to this guy again.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
Okay, the Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
It turned the cam. Wait, we have air support? Why didn't you tell me? Yeah.
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
He passed the side of his nose with his index finger.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes.
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Okay.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself...
So I guess I have to subscribe to his advanced race theory and placate him to touch this switch. I don't want to do that, but I guess I'll do that.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
Whisper, this is for the thing. Like, I don't want the game to actively think I'm racist. I want to like get this guy just to fucking move so I can press the switch. So I'm gonna like whisper and nudge nudge, hey Kitsuragi, you know, this is for the thing.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need at occasion?
Type A, I guess.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. A receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, I got it. Who are Type A then in your view?
The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have Type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music.
What the fuck?
Eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Simones and Aeropagites in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simones and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
Okay, what's the difference between the Simones and the Aeropagites?
The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simones are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more Type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Okay, tell me the Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Chest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
You said Kerchkos, I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes. To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Rul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb, and for eating potato. The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities
Oh my god, bro.
are all inexplicably obsessed with potat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
You don't like ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semeno-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. From Holy Semenine to the Boreal Plateau of Katla. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock, elected by nature, not the base inner spoilage called demos.
Okay, and the Vauxhalliers you mentioned?
Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Okay, I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. I've heard about this revolution. Mistakes were made, but it was the right stuff. You're wrong about it. The revolution was perpetuated by degenerate left-wing marauders, not all the people of Revachol. Go away, stupid political thoughts. What was this revolution? I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive Chespius.
So what was this revolution?
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade roots and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant.
So a prion disease through potatoes. Okay. I really am... Oh my god, this guy. I wish I would have just fought him and somehow killed him.
Enough of Tibet mediocrity.
Okay, tell me about the vile CF race... Oh my god. Race cauldron of pederasty, please.
Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Is he gonna get into a whole race mixing thing? Okay, chimeric experiments.
Lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man.
Oh my god.
Only possible if the mother is masked and the father Seminese. The other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to vent their impotent despair.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
Yeah. Maybe I have misunderstood things, but aren't humans too similar to produce genetically sterile offspring?
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic phylogenetic education.
Any more?
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki Chimera? It is not an aesthetic site.
I'm so ready for this conversation to be done. Let's say better not to the Semino Coach Kick Chimera seems like more than I could handle right now.
That is understandable.
Okay.
Were there more fortunate tips you needed to be educated about?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Will you let me into the harbor if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes. I am worried.
Yeah, on second thought, I don't have time to get any deeper into this stuff.
Lost, though. Buckled away at the last gate. This is why your haplogroup will never rise from the ashes. Now, I need to luxuriate in the private company of my bay. Leave me. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vasholian.
I need ideas. I don't know. I really wish there was a way I could just shoot the motherfucker. See if there's anyone else I can talk to about this. Maybe I can get him to go up there, the fucking racist over here and the racist up there, to start chatting and then slip by.
Looking for something odd?
Nope. Let me go see if I can talk to, what's her name again? Is it Joyce? Also, I think I'm about to close it for the day. It's been an hour and 21 minutes. I know I didn't get a whole lot done today, but I am getting pretty tired and I need to sleep for work. So, let me talk to her, and then I'm going to do, like, one more pass over, see if there's anything that I'm, like, obviously missing, and then I will call it for today.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, the only thing I can say is you're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Sound even more brain damaged than I am. What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
I do see, like, in this game, I have found, like, multiple, like, grammatical and spelling inconsistencies. Like, up here, the Caillou, however you say that, is C-A-I-L-L-O-U. Down here, it's C-A-L-L-I-O-U. I don't know. Let's say, still, I haven't seen anyone sell a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on the boat because she's rich.
Why?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
See, why am I even thinking about this? I have police work. Actually, yes, I need to know her for this. It'll come off like I'm envious, and I'm not. I mean, I'm genuinely not. So, it'll come off like I'm envious, and I'm not.
You're not? Okay, then. Just keep on admiring the boat, then. Unburdened by envy.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
The eel's hips.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Okay, I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Maybe try to talk to this girl up here again.
Hello again, officers.
Nope, she's not saying anything.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Let's go see what this is. Some money and some magnesium. Oh wait, I haven't been back here yet. The garden hose, this won't be of any use until the snow melts. So can I talk to this person up here?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Gee, no trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asked you adjusting your shirt. Actually, it is. It's a fucking murder. Of course it's important.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay, looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
No.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
It's the fucking, the scab guy.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the windowsills and dead houseplants. Too late to do them any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
Okay, can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. Okay, alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
I could try to convince him to stay, but I don't want to... I don't want to push it just in case he shows up later.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him to see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we've found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. The chairs and tables eaten by the rain and rot. I actually enter here.
There must be another way into the building.
Whoa, that was suddenly really loud for some reason. That hurt my ears. That was a jump scare. See if it does it again. No. I don't know why it did that. My god. See, another splattering of bullet holes on the wall. Ooh, what's over here? Nothing. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Since I'm over here, maybe I could talk to this girl some more.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever. Trying to sneak up on me again. Trying to snuff me out. Get away, pig.
Okay, I think that's enough for today. Sadly, I didn't really get to do much. I'm kind of stumped a little bit because I don't okay, with this game, I don't know if I go through with the bullshit race whatever stuff, if that's going to actually influence my character to where it, changes dialogue options later that I really don't want to change. So I'm trying to find other ways around that. But I really don't know another way forward in the investigation yet. So that's kind of, I don't know, that's hard. But yeah, I feel like I didn't really do a whole lot this time. Hopefully next time I will be able to get through a little bit more. I'll think on it more over the next day or two and get back to this game and try to have a more fresh start and try to piece together something to do. That way I can progress the game a little bit more. Because yeah, I talked around a little bit and that's about it today. And I didn't really learn a whole lot, so I did learn where my gun was, or where it was before, and I'm assuming the person who got it was that one girl that's on the balcony. And I did learn that you can die from essentially going crazy. So, yeah, pretty weird time today, but I'm still enjoying myself, and yeah. That's about it. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike the video if you disliked the video. Comment down below and let me know if this was kind of an in-between episode. Again, I feel like I didn't really get a whole lot done, but yeah, you can let me know below and subscribe to the channel for more. I will be playing this hopefully either tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later.